They emerged from the mists of the north, fierce warriors in longships, their arrival heralded by the shriek of the hawk and the roar of the sea. These were the Vikings, whose very name would come to strike fear into the hearts of those who heard it. Their longships, sleek and fast, were the perfect vessels for their daring raids and explorations. The Vikings, raiders, explorers and traders cast a long shadow over Europe for centuries. Their reach extended far beyond their Scandinavian homelands, touching the shores of Britain, Ireland, France, and even as far as the Mediterranean and North America. They were not just warriors, but also skilled navigators and traders, establishing trade routes that connected distant lands. Their exploits, shrouded in myth and legend, continue to captivate the imagination, painting vivid scenes of daring raids, epic voyages, and the clash of civilizations. Stories of their gods and heroes like Odin, Thor, and Loki have been passed down through the ages, adding to the mystique of these formidable people. But who were these enigmatic seafarers who burst onto the stage of history with such ferocity? What was it about their culture and society that produced such a unique and powerful force? The answer lies in the harsh and unforgiving landscapes of Scandinavia, where survival required strength, cunning, and a willingness to take risks. What drove them from their Scandinavian homelands to terrorize and transform the known world? The reasons are complex and multifaceted. Climate change and overpopulation played a role, as did political ambition and the lure of wealth and adventure. The Vikings were driven by a restless spirit, a desire to explore and conquer new lands. The story of the Vikings is not merely one of plunder and conquest, though those elements are undeniably present. It is also a story of resilience and adaptability. The Vikings were able to thrive in a variety of environments, from the icy fjords of Norway to the fertile plains of England. They were not just raiders but also settlers, farmers, and traders. It is a tale woven from the threads of climate change, overpopulation, political ambition, and a restless, adventurous spirit that yearned to explore the unknown. The Vikings were a product of their environment, shaped by the challenges and opportunities of their time. Their ability to adapt and innovate allowed them to leave a lasting legacy. It is a saga of survival, adaptation, and ultimately integration, as these fearsome raiders evolved into settlers, traders, and even rulers who left an indelible mark on the genetic and cultural landscape of Europe and beyond. The Vikings intermarried with local populations, adopted new customs, and influenced the development of medieval European society. Join us as we delve into the world of the Vikings, exploring their origins in the crucible of the Dark Ages, their motivations for venturing out into the wider world, and the profound impact they had on the course of history. We will uncover the stories of their greatest leaders, their most daring voyages, and their most significant battles. This is a journey into the heart of a bygone era, a time of iron and fire, where myth and history intertwine to tell a story as captivating as any saga. We will explore the daily lives of the Vikings, their beliefs and rituals, and the legacy they left behind. The shadow of the dragon still looms large, a testament to the enduring power of the Viking spirit. To understand the Vikings, one must first understand the land that forged them, Scandinavia, a region of stark beauty and unforgiving conditions. This land, with its dramatic fjords, dense forests, and rugged mountains, shaped the people who lived there. The harsh climate and challenging terrain demanded resilience, ingenuity, and a deep connection to nature. In the early Middle Ages, often referred to as the Dark Ages, Scandinavia was a world apart from the remnants of the Roman Empire in the south. While the Roman Empire had left behind grand ruins and a legacy of centralized governance, Scandinavia remained a land of scattered communities and decentralized power. The contrast between the two regions was stark, with the south clinging to the vestiges of a fallen empire, while the north thrived in its own unique way. While literacy and centralized authority declined in much of Europe, Scandinavian society, though lacking a written language, thrived on a rich oral tradition and a decentralized power structure. The stories and sagas passed down through generations were not just entertainment, they were the lifeblood of their culture, preserving history, laws, and values. The runestones, carved with intricate designs and inscriptions, stand as silent witnesses to this vibrant oral tradition. The Scandinavian landscape, a tapestry of dense forests, towering mountains, and fertile valleys carved by glaciers, presented both challenges and opportunities. The forests provided timber for building and fuel for warmth, while the mountains and valleys offered protection and resources. The land was both a harsh adversary and a generous provider, shaping the lives and livelihoods of those who called it home. The long winters, shrouded in darkness, demanded resilience and ingenuity, while the short, intense summers provided a brief window for agriculture and trade. During the winter months, communities would come together, sharing resources and stories to survive the cold and darkness. When summer arrived, the land burst into life, and the people worked tirelessly to make the most of the fleeting warmth and light. The sea, ever present and unforgiving, became both a source of sustenance and a highway to the wider world. The rough waters of the North Atlantic were a constant challenge, but they also offered opportunities for fishing, trade, and exploration. The Vikings became masterful seafarers, their long ships cutting through the waves with speed and agility, opening up new horizons and connecting distant lands. Within this challenging environment, the Vikings, or Norsemen as they were known to themselves, developed a distinctive culture. Their daily lives were a blend of hard work, communal activities, and a deep connection to their environment. The tools and artifacts they left behind tell a story of a people who were both practical and artistic, blending functionality with beauty in their craftsmanship. They were a hardy and resourceful people, skilled seafarers, fishermen, farmers, and warriors. The Vikings' ability to adapt to their environment and make the most of their resources was key to their survival and success. Whether navigating the treacherous seas, farming the land, or engaging in battle, they approached each task with determination and skill. Their society, though lacking the centralized authority of their southern neighbors, was bound by strong kinship ties, a strict code of honor, and a deep reverence for the natural world. Family and community were at the heart of Viking life, with each member playing a vital role in the group's survival and success. The code of honor, known as the Viking ethos, emphasized bravery, loyalty, and respect for the natural world, guiding their actions and decisions. This combination of environmental pressures, cultural values, and societal structures would prove to be the crucible in which the Viking spirit was forged. The harsh winters, the need for cooperation, and the constant challenges of their environment shaped a people who were resilient, resourceful, and fiercely independent. The tools they forged, the stories they told, and the values they upheld were all products of this unique crucible. As the centuries passed and populations grew, the Norsemen, driven by a complex interplay of factors, would set their sights beyond their own shores, embarking on a course that would change the face of Europe forever. The desire for new lands, the need for resources, and the spirit of adventure propelled them across the seas, leading to exploration, trade, and conquest. The legacy of the Vikings, forged in the crucible of Scandinavia, would leave an indelible mark on the history of Europe and the world. The unforgiving environment of Scandinavia, with its long coastline and numerous waterways, naturally fostered a strong seafaring tradition among its people. The rugged terrain, with its dramatic fjords and stormy seas, demanded resilience and ingenuity from those who called it home. The harsh winters and short growing seasons made the sea an essential resource for survival, pushing the Norsemen to become adept at navigating and exploiting the bounties of the ocean. Long before the Viking Age, the Norsemen were skilled boat builders and navigators, plying the coastal waters and venturing out on shorter voyages for trade and fishing. These early seafarers developed a deep understanding of their environment, learning to read the subtle signs of the sea and sky. Their boats, though simple by later standards, were marvels of engineering, designed to handle the unpredictable conditions of the North Atlantic. These early voyages, though less ambitious than the transoceanic journeys of their descendants, laid the groundwork for the Viking Age's maritime dominance. The Norsemen's ability to travel and trade over long distances fostered connections with distant lands, bringing new ideas and technologies back to Scandinavia. This exchange of knowledge and culture was crucial in shaping the seafaring prowess that would later define the Viking era. The Norsemen's expertise in shipbuilding, particularly their development of the clinker-built technique, allowed them to construct remarkably seaworthy vessels. This method, which involved overlapping planks of wood fastened with iron rivets, created ships that were both strong and flexible. These vessels could withstand the harsh conditions of the North Sea and the Atlantic Ocean, making them ideal for long voyages and open-sea navigation. This technique, using overlapping planks of wood fastened with iron rivets, created ships that were both strong and flexible, capable of withstanding the harsh conditions of the North Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. The clinker-built design allowed the hull to flex and absorb the impact of rough seas, providing a smoother and more stable ride. This innovation was a key factor in the Vikings' ability to travel vast distances and explore new territories. These early vessels, while not yet the sophisticated longships of the Viking Age, provided a crucial foundation for their later maritime exploits. The Norsemen's continuous refinement of their shipbuilding techniques led to the creation of the iconic longship, a vessel that combined speed, agility, and durability. This evolution in ship design was instrumental in the Vikings' success as explorers, traders, and warriors. Beyond shipbuilding, the Norsemen also developed impressive navigational skills. Their ability to traverse the open sea without modern instruments was a testament to their ingenuity and deep connection with the natural world. They relied on a combination of celestial navigation, environmental cues, and an intimate knowledge of the sea to guide their journeys. Lacking the compass and relying on celestial navigation, they learned to read the stars, the sun, and even the subtle cues of the wind and waves to guide their journeys. The Norsemen's understanding of the natural world was profound, allowing them to navigate with remarkable accuracy. They could determine their position by observing the height of the sun at noon, the direction of the wind, and the patterns of the waves. Their knowledge of currents, tides, and coastal landmarks allowed them to navigate vast distances with surprising accuracy, a testament to their seafaring prowess. They used prominent features of the landscape, such as mountains and cliffs, as reference points, and understood the behavior of tides and currents to plan their routes. This expertise enabled them to undertake long and perilous voyages, reaching as far as the Mediterranean and North America. This combination of shipbuilding expertise and navigational skills, honed over generations of experience, transformed the Norsemen into masters of the waves. Their ability to build and navigate such advanced vessels gave them a significant advantage over other seafaring cultures of the time. The Norsemen's maritime capabilities were not just a product of their environment, but also a reflection of their innovative spirit and relentless pursuit of excellence. It equipped them with the means to explore new lands, engage in trade, and, as the 8th century dawned, embark on daring raids that would send ripples of fear and awe across the known world. The Vikings' reputation as fierce warriors and skilled navigators spread far and wide, earning them both admiration and dread. Their voyages opened new trade routes, established settlements, and left a lasting impact on the history of Europe and beyond. The Vikings were not merely born, they were shaped, molded by the sea itself into the formidable force that would come to define an era. Their legacy as seafarers, explorers, and warriors is a testament to their resilience, ingenuity, and indomitable spirit. The story of the Vikings is one of adventure, discovery, and the relentless pursuit of new horizons, driven by the ever-present call of the sea.